Hello, I'm Troy, and I, like so many others, have opted to protect their iPhone 5 with a LifeProof Free case. Now, it's not just the protection of the case that sells me to use it, but with the company being such an adventurous company and wanting you to be able to take your phone anywhere, they've made a great line of accessories. If you'd give me a minute or two of your time, I'd like to show you one of those now. So one of the biggest uses for your smartphone nowadays is the GPS. There's no need to buy a second device when you can simply use your phone, because it's, I'm sure, with you 24/7 just about. Now it comes down to the question not on what app to use, but where you're going to put your phone when you're in the vehicle. Now the best place I can think of, and I'm sure anybody else can, is in line with your eyes. Now the best way of doing that is using a car mount. Now there's tons of third-party and universal mounts, but why not go with one that's built around the case you're using, such as the LifeProof. Now LifeProof has tons of accessories that are built around the case, and that's why they bring us the car mount. Now they had one for the 4 and the 4S. It was a late comer in the game, but it was one that was asked for so many times, and they did come up with it. I used that one. I loved it. It gave me no problems whatsoever. So I don't think the one for the free is going to give me problems. Now, I have yet to get to use it. I got it today from UPS, and so it'll be going in my truck tomorrow morning when I head off to work. Now, when it comes to mounting, the big thing I'm going to stress, and a lot of people don't realize it when using GPS, is where you can mount it legally by local and state laws. You know, like in Minnesota here, it's illegal to mount it directly to your windshield. You can't have anything obstructing your view. So it's got to be mounted to your dash or to a vent. Now the nice thing with LifeProof, they don't give you a vent mount, but they give you two options. They give you the suction to go on the windshield, or they also give you a dash disc and also an alcohol swab to clean your surface. Now this is what I'll be using. I'll be slapping this onto the dash tomorrow morning, and that's where it's going to be. I just had to find the best place for it. And with that, just as I say again, just check your local and state laws. I know people throw it on their windshield and have not a clue. Rather put it on the dash than to pay a fine. Now back to the mount there. Inside the box you also get the car mount guide here, which is a step-by-step assembly, which, well, there's basically one step, because it comes in two parts. You get the sled where your phone's gonna go, and you get the suction mount arm, and they just clip together. Another thing I would like to point out is their life support, as they call it. Their phone number, email address, website are in here. Call them 24/7 if you have any problems with the accessory you just bought or the case that you have. But the other thing I want to point out is the warranty, and I know you can't really read it, but it states the standard warranty is 1 year from date of purchase. Now the easiest thing to make a warranty claim simpler and no headache, make sure you either keep the email you get from LifeProof on their order, otherwise the receipt from the retailer that you purchased from, to prove that A, it's legit, and 2, that they know when you purchased it. Now as I said, the other two parts that you come inside the box are the sled and the suction arm mount right here. I've already stuck them together because it's as simple as having the nut here loosened up, you push it in, clamp the ball joint in, and tighten down, and you're good to go. Let's start from the bottom really quick and talk this over here. Now you get the suction here, and as I said, you also get the dash disc. Depending on local laws, you're gonna have to find out where you can put these. But this suction is phenomenal. I used the one for the 4 and the 4S in my work truck, and it gave me no problems. It didn't go anywhere. I tried it on the dash and also on the windshield. And one morning at -23, cruising through the pits in the mine that I work at, gave me no problems. It didn't want to budge at all. It didn't fall once. So I'm going to say this is one of the better suctions I've come across. And when you come up to the top here, the locking mechanism is a simple one-handed, or well, two-handed use, but it's simple as a twist. Now they give pictures, if you can tell, of an unlocked lock and a locked lock there to tell you right now I'm unlocked. If I spun this back this way, I'm locked. You hear the click and it's stuck. Moving up to the elbow here, this is your locker right here. This you just twist to unloosen it, unloosen the ratchet, and this is going to give you, from starting there all the way back this way, that's the range of motion that you get to play with in order to get it matched up to the angle of your windshield or your dash. And once you find that, twist this back down, get that into place. I'm gonna put that up a little bit more. Lock it down. As I said, you're good to go. Now we're going to move up the arm to the ball joint here, and everybody knows ball joints are one of the best things that have been invented, simply because the range of motion that they give you is phenomenal. Now if I loosen up the locker nut right here, this is going to give me a full range of going from that angle all the way back to that angle. So it's going to allow you to basically give you as much motion as you need to find a good angle that way. Now if you're having to put it on the dash, now it might be a little askew from you. If you've got to, you can use the ball joint to go left and right. Also, as everything would know with the ball joint, this allows for 360 swivel. So you can, any place that you need for this thing to be angled, it's going to allow you to do it. And once you find your angle, simply twist the nut down here. Don't reef on it, but get enough tight there. This isn't going to move unless you really crank on it. Now let's get to the sled here. Simple form factor here. We're going to start on the bottom, right down where your phone's going to go. Gives good enough grooves down there that it's going to go in straight. Click it and you're done. When you're looking at the bottom here, and we'll just look at the features that we have. It allows, big thing is for charging while you're going, so if you've got to use this for an extended amount of time, you don't have to worry about killing your phone or having to take your phone out just to charge it. You've got access. And also, if you're using your phone for music, you've got access to your headphone jack right there, so you can use your auxiliary cords, whatnot, to play music into your car if you're not using Bluetooth. And as I said, accessories are full available. There's your mute switch, your volume rockers, you can get to those up top. You can see right there is your power switch, you can get to that very easy. This does allow for having the screen face out and even inwards, but I don't think you're really going to need for it to go inwards. So we've got our phone in here, screen out. The other accessory that's available is your camera right there, your flash, and your camera. And there's no point in using your flash, but if you want to use this as a dash mount to videotape your ride, or you're pounding on the gas or something like that, you can show off to your friends that way. One more thing, getting to the top here, and we're just about done, is your locking mechanism. Now, I've hardly used a lock on either this, my armband, or my belt clip, but it's good to have that function available, as right now it is unlocked, as you can tell by the unlocked there and the green color here. Now all you have to do is slide it over, red, lock, and you're good to go. Your phone's not going to fall out. So if you think you're going to be on a bumpier road and possibly have the option for the phone to fall out, go ahead, switch that over. Your phone's not going to go anywhere until you, the person, slides it back over to retrieve the phone. Now, as I said, it's a simple form factor. Why not buy something that's made specifically to go in turns with your case here? And like I said, this is by far one of the best mounts I have found. Simply, it locks in and it doesn't go anywhere. And the fact that the range of motion that they give you is spectacular, and the fact that it's built around LifeProof and for LifeProof. I have no problems with them whatsoever. So that's the car mount, and I just, like I say, please pay attention to your local and state laws. Use this safely. Don't retrieve your phone while you're driving or try to type in anything like that. Let's just stay accident free, and let's have another day for life. Cheers and have a great day.